Several experts are saying that 2019 will be bad for investors, citing trade war, political uncertainty, Fed rate hikes, and global slowdown. But, when sentiments are so negative, we miss to see the positives even if they are in plain sight. Let us have a look at the complete scenario. Markets have fallen over 10% in last few months. The main reasons are trade war, risk of Fed rate hike, and 2019 elections. Trade war has really caused problem for global economy. China and several Southeast Asian countries which are export-oriented will be badly hurt by global trade war. But, India being mainly a domestic economy, will be relatively safe. 2019 elections are the biggest cause of worry for investors. Most are scared that there may be a coalition government, which may not implement reforms. Well, that may slow down the reforms process, but that can never be the end of India's growth story. Risk of Fed rate hike was one of the key reasons behind this fall. But, Fed in its January meeting, stayed away from any hike and indicated that it may pause in its rate hikes due to global slowdown. There are definitely some real big positive developments, especially for India. 3 extremely positive long-term trends have developed, but investors are not recognizing them because of the current gloomy scenario. Just have a look at these factors in next few slides, and you will realize that in fact, India is in a rare, sweet spot, from where it can only go up. Fall in crude oil prices is one of the biggest positive factor for India. And it has fallen substantially, nearly 30% from its peak. If oil prices rise again, then it is not any benefit for India. But, there are very strong reasons, which indicate that oil prices are now going to remain low. The main reasons are abundant supply of shale oil, growth of electric vehicles, and falling cost of renewable energy. This is a very bright development that will fuel India's growth story for years to come. No country can progress without cars, trucks, buses, trains, ships, and aircrafts. And all of these need oil. It is really the lifeline of any country. There is no doubt that oil is important for all countries, but it is especially important for India because we have to import almost 80% of our requirements. If oil prices rise, that creates a big burden on government and increases deficit. It also causes rise in inflation and interest rates, which are bad for growth. Because of so many benefits of oil, it really is black gold, especially for India. And if oil prices are going to remain low now, it will be one of the biggest positive factors for India in long term. One of the biggest prerequisites for growth is that a country should have low inflation. Low inflation leads to low interest rates. And low interest helps more borrowing by corporate sector, which in turn creates more investment in factories and also helps more spending, resulting in growth of the country. Inflation has been falling in India for a decade now. One most prominent reason is the fall in oil prices, and also the expectation that oil prices will now remain low. India is definitely soaring high. Moody's upgrades India's sovereign rating for the first time in 14 years. India ranked as the most competitive economy in South Asia by World Economic Forum. In World Bank's Doing Business 2018 survey, India ranks 100, up 30 places. FDI in 2016 to 17, highest ever at $60 billion. GST has tremendous long-term benefits. GST has created a single market. It eliminates cascading effects of tax. More efficient logistics. Unorganized sector is now regulated under GST. IBC code and PSB recapitalization package. To push up credit growth. Highway construction doubled from 4,410 kilometers in 2014 to 15 to 9,800 kilometers in 2017 to 18. India is now the third largest electricity producer in world, ahead of Russia, Japan, Germany, and Canada. India's move to energize every village in the country with electricity is one of the greatest success stories in the world this year. India's corruption rank has fallen from all-time high of 95 in 2011 to 78 in 2018, also gaining 3 points compared to last year. Over 300,000 kilometers of optical fiber was laid during 2014 to 2018 compared to 350 kilometers during 2011 to 2014. Low oil prices, low inflation, and improving business environment. All these are structural changes, which means these benefits will stay with us for years, or even decades. It is extremely rare that all these factors are favorable at the same time. But the fact is that we do have these long-term positive factors. And what does it mean? India really is on the cusp of explosive growth. Best risk-adjusted returns come from a well-diversified stocks portfolio. Mutual funds are not effective due to several reasons. Never buy stocks based on media recommendations. Either you must thoroughly be familiar with the company and its industry, or else take professional advice. This presentation is just a brief about why to invest now. It has not elaborated on any key topics. Regularly visit our site trycallcapital.com for more in-depth insights. Or, you may register on it for free to receive updates in your mailbox.